family and I in a good position, and I feel like I've done that, and there's a lot of blessings coming, and I'm proud of that.
Chris, CJ is now maybe the Heisman front. What do you think of that? What do you want to say about this season?
It's huge. I mean, I've seen him develop throughout the year. He's gotten better and better every week. So to be able to see that, I'm proud of him. The way he carries himself on and off the field. So I only can say I'm proud of him.
What's most impressed you or maybe surprised you about him?
No, it did not surprise me at all.
What has most impressed you or surprised you?
The most thing that impressed me is just how he handles himself off the field. All the negativity early on in the year, he just kept pushing. He had that shoulder injury, so he just kept pushing and believed in God, and now he's here. And I'm proud of him, and can't wait to see what he does the rest of the year.
Did you deal with him much last year? What was he like last year? Because that was a bad year.
You talking about CJ? I seen him throw the ball around with the twos. I mean, we had Justin, so I was at practice watching him, the way he threw the ball and his arm talent and stuff. But I knew he was going to develop into the guy he is today.
Was there a certain time he was hurt? He might have something.
Right when he got here, for like the first couple practices, I saw him throw the ball. The arm talent he has, the pocket presence, everything about him I like. So that's what really caught my eye.
You kind of put your faith in his hands a little bit. I mean, you had Justin, and then you kind of decided to come back, even though you had this inexperienced quarterback. Can you just kind of address the faith that you had in him and how much that played when you decided to come back?
That was huge. I mean, that was huge. I mean, I trusted him coming back. There's one of the reasons why I came back to be able to play with him, and watching him develop this year is huge. And like I said, his arm talent was huge, and when I first saw him, I knew I wanted to play with him. So.
Chris, how windy was it Saturday? Did get past you this after the game, and how impressive were some of those throws in that kind of breezy conditions?
It was kind of windy out there, but I feel like we stuck to our ground, and we really didn't panic. So to be able to make those throws CJ did, that's high level and veteran move. So.
Especially when you were lamenting that he got called back, you know. But how impressive was that on a day like that? It seemed to be that if there was an end to the wind throw, that might have been it, you know, and stuff that coach seemed to be right on the money.
Yeah, finally we were trying to get that deep ball down all year. We finally got it, but it got called back. So, but I mean, we finally got it down. We're getting our chemistry down more and more. So as the week goes on, we finally got it. So we got it at the right time in November.
You're one of the leaders on this team right now. Do you sense, even last week, like Coach Day was talking about how heightened the awareness was of having on-point practices and things like that. What did you sense this week? And as a leader of this team, a guy who's been around, do you like where this team is from a focus standpoint?
Yeah, I love where this team is. To be honest, I feel like we're more focused. We're having a lot more fun. Early in the year, we're kind of tense. Just trying to make the perfect play every play, but I feel like we loosened up. We're mentally better, physically better, and I feel like we're making the right plays. So.
What do you see when you can say something like that? What do you see out there in practice and stuff that tells you that guys are focused, but they're like not uptight about it? You know what I mean? What just shows up?
We're having fun. We're talking mess to each other. Receivers, DBs talking mess to each other. We're having fun out there, but we're also going hard. We're going real hard, competing a lot. Ones on ones, twos on twos. So I feel like we're just taking that next step and being pros about it.
What does it mean to you to be a semifinalist for the Litnikoff Award? I walked up, you may have been asked this earlier, but what does it mean to you to be one of the 10 semifinalists for the Litnikoff Award?
It's a blessing. Be able to have that honor is huge. I know we have 3 good receivers, and to be able to represent Ohio State in the Litnikoff semifinalists is huge for me. So I just got to keep going and keep getting better and keep representing.
You know, I asked you about David Boston a couple of weeks ago when you sat down here and stuff. Have you done any more research on this guy? Do you know any more about him than this guy you're about to leave in your dust?
No, I have done no research. I just see like every week I keep getting closer and closer. But I know he's an all-time great here at Ohio State. we got to appreciate the greats that come in front of us. So huge shout out to him.
So, Chris, do you pay attention to stats at all throughout the season, whether they be yours, another guy on another team, or just another team in general?
Of course, you see it. You see the stats that around the country. A lot of great players, a lot of great stats around the country. But I try not to pay attention to that. I just try to help my team win. And at the end of the day, as long as we're winning, I'm good. I'm good with that.
So, what about the fact that Michigan State dead last in the entire country as far as giving up passing yards?
Oh yeah.
Does that say anything to you at all? I mean, are you licking your chops a little bit when you see something like that?
I saw that earlier in the week. So, Michigan State always has a really good defense. I was surprised when I saw that, but that's a huge opportunity for us to be able to showcase our talent. So we're gonna go out there on Saturday and try to come out with a win.
Chris, do you see that on film? I mean, you know what type of athletes they have. Like, aside from just being surprised as a number, when you watch film on them, is that what you see, or is it a matter of maybe the game situations are kind of weird and it's just working out there?
It's kind of both. I watch a lot of film, so I try to dig into what the cornerback is doing and all that. But Michigan State is a top 10 team, so we can expect anything. But we're not going to downplay them. It's a great team over there, and we're excited for the challenge.
Your last game at Ohio Stadium, just your thoughts about that. I presume it's your last game.
Yeah.
You could always go the super senior route, Chris.
Nah, it's my last.
Put these
game.
records completely out of reach.
When I first got here, I didn't know my career would go like this. I just kept my head down, kept working, and I'm here now. So it's my last game in the shoe, and I'm definitely not gonna take it for granted. And it's a huge blessing, but I can't wait to play in it.
What's it like though to know it's your last game, but you've also left your mark here? I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's huge. Being here for 3.5 years was probably the best part of my life. Coming out here on my own, no family out here, it was tough, but I feel like I grew into a man, and definitely off the field it helped me the most. On the field, it's going to happen on the field, but I feel like in the classroom and off the field it helped me the most and shaped me into who I am today.
And I think this is a question that we can ask later too, because you got time still with Ohio State. But do you feel like, Ohio State's wide receiver group has had a lot of talent, and you came into a talented room, you're leaving with a talented room. Do you feel like you've left the Ohio State receiving room better than you found it?
When I first got here, there's a lot of older guys, a lot of seniors, a lot of talent in the room. But I feel like as my career kept going on, I feel like the younger guys had a lot of talent. A lot of guys like Garrett Jackson, Jameson, Julian, Marvin, Mecca. So many guys that keep coming in year in and year out and just keep making the room better. So I feel like there's a lot of talent in the room, and I feel like it's just going to keep getting better in the receiving room.
Chris, I would say yesterday that CJ will text some kind of nuggets during the week about what he's seeing on the game plan and stuff. I'm sure he does that with you too. I'm just curious, like, what are the kind of things he sends you, and is there anything, maybe from the past game, that you can talk about now that kind of caught your attention in terms of him? Stuff like that.